Portion of today's video is brought to you by Human Superbeat Heart Chews. Stick around to the end of this video to find out how to get 15% off of your first order by going to getsuperbeats.com and using promo code Dollemore. Now listen, if you talk about one story today with your friends, online, in your circle, if you share one story today, if of all the things that the videos that you choose to share on YouTube, let it be this one, whether it be me talking about it or somebody else, this story needs attention. How many times have you heard me say, when are we going to stop giving Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt relative to jury tampering, relative to witness intimidation, relative to his gag orders on the multiplicity of different cases that he's facing? I realize that a judge needs to be dispassionate, that justice itself needs to be blind and dispassionate, but we know a track record of Donald Trump. We know it. We have past performance to judge future results. Yesterday, I talked about a story where Jesse Waters gave a bunch of details about juror number 2 in the case. And the fact that this juror said that she doesn't hold strong opinions about Trump, but no one is above the law. And that was disqualifying for Jesse Waters. I'm going to play the clip to remind you in a second, but I want to give you the timeline here. Donald Trump yesterday took to Truth Social and he posted that quote from Jesse Waters. He posted this. I'll just show you. They are catching undercover liberal activists lying to the judge in order to get on the Trump jury. And then it's a quote. So Jesse Waters said, I didn't say it. I didn't post it. I just said what Jesse Waters says is what Donald Trump will say. Along with a clip of that moment. And then we wake up today and we find out that the juror number 2 in this case, in the Trump trial, excused after expressing concerns about being identified. Donald Trump is intimidating jurors. This is someone who was seated as a juror in his case and then asked to be removed because she was fearful. Here's a reminder of what Jesse Waters said on Fox News, and I want to remind you of the straight line between Fox News and Donald Trump and the Trump campaign. Remember, when all of the text messages were released, and even during the Trump administration, when Sean Hannity was known a little cheekily as Donald Trump's secret chief of staff, ghost chief of staff or whatever. There's a straight line. It's very, very likely that Jesse Waters was in direct communication with the Trump team and did this as a strategy so Donald Trump could then promote it, could then amplify the message, intimidating a juror on his case. Here's a reminder of Jesse Waters.
Number 2, a nurse from the Upper East Side with a master's degree. She's not married, has no kids, and lives with her fiance, who works in finance. She gets her news from the New York Times, Google, and CNN. She said 2 things that really stuck out. One, quote, I don't really have an opinion of Trump, and, quote, no one is above the law. I'm not so sure about juror number 2.
And I'm not sure about juror number 2 because she believes no one is above the law. Donald Trump amplified this, giving it legs, giving it body, giving it weight, alerting the unhinged mob of supporters of his opinion about this. And then we find out the juror, the exact person they're talking about, was intimidated by this. When are we going to stop giving Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt? This is a clear, flagrant violation of the gag order. This isn't intimidating the prosecutor in the case or the judge. This is someone who is doing their civic duty, jury duty. And they feel intimidated because of the very real threats and danger that could come their way based on Donald Trump's behavior, based on Donald Trump's decision, his conscious decision to violate the gag order. And again, It's not directed at the judge or the prosecutor. This is just a private citizen who got called for jury duty, did not volunteer for jury duty. And Donald Trump has now set his sights on her. If the roles were reversed here, if Donald Trump was an outsider looking in at a trial of Joe Biden, and Trump supporters were looking in, and Joe Biden intimidated a juror so much so that they stepped down from their duty on the jury or begged to be let go, MAGA world would be furious. Can you imagine what would be being said right now on Fox News, on Newsmax, on OAN, at Breitbart, at the Daily Caller, at the Daily Wire? What would they be saying? This is un-American. We cannot stand for this. But because it's Donald Trump and intimidation and these mob thuggery tactics are the way of the world for him, oh, this is our king. This is our man. This is our dear leader, the cult leader. We must step in line. What are they going to do now? Give him more chances? No. Tisk, Donald Trump, you can't do that. He needs to be jailed. Pre-trial confinement if he's going to do this. I say give him one shot. He skirts it one more time, violating the gag order, and he's behind bars until the trial. Who agrees? We can have it no other way if we want a functioning judiciary. This is a criminal trial, not a civil case. A criminal trial. He faces consequences for his crimes, and then he does crimes to intimidate the people who will sit in judgment of him. And we're all just supposed to, oh, well, that's just Trump being Trump. No, absolutely not. And it will be an error, a grave mistake on the part of Judge Merchan and everybody else involved in the case if they let this slide. From Trump on down, including Jesse Waters. We truly do. If nothing happens here, we do have a two-tier justice system where Donald Trump can do as he pleases and everyone else is held to a different standard. What do you think? Again, please share this information. I will link to this CBS article. If you're not into sharing YouTube videos, share this story, talk about this story, amplify this story. I have a TV right here behind the camera as I smash the microphone, and I haven't seen one word of this on mainstream media this morning. It could be just at the cycles that I'm watching, they're not talking about it, but this is the biggest story of the day. We can have a conversation in the comments. You can call me, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily@dollemore.com. I welcome your contribution to this conversation. If you appreciate my work, my tone, whatever, please consider helping me make these videos. You can do that by clicking the join button below this video. Becoming a channel member for $2 a month. You can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That's another way. Great way to help support the work. Stick around. Another great way. Support my sponsors. Here's today's sponsor of a portion of today's videos, Human Superbeat Heart Chews. You know how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks? There's some truth to that, as you know, it's often tough to incorporate new elements into your daily regimen, but it is not at all impossible. Bite-sized additions to your routine are an easy way to effect very real change. Even old Yeller here has managed a novel feat in 2024. To further my goals of better health, I've started taking Human's Superbeats Heart Chews. Small but mighty, these heart chews are a simple and effective way to support heart health and blood flow. Turn a new health trick with Superbeats. Get a free 30-day supply of Superbeats Heart Chews and 15% off of your first order by going to getsuperbeats.com and using promo code Dollemore. Paired with a healthy lifestyle, the antioxidants in Super Beets are clinically shown to be nearly 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure than a healthy lifestyle alone. Human Super Beets are the #1 doctor, pharmacist, and cardiologist recommended beet brand for cardiovascular health support. They are also trusted by collegiate athletes and pro sports teams. And they're a plant-based and stimulant-free way for you to realize your potential. I take 2 in the morning and feel like a young pup all day in the studio. Take them whenever you like, though, with or without your food, and see how great they make you feel. Make simple and effective health changes this year with Super Beets. Get a free 30-day supply of Super Beets Heart Chews and 15% off of your first order by going to getsuperbeets.com and using my promo code Dollemore. That's getsuperbeets.com and use promo code Dollemore. Us elders can learn new and healthy ways with Super Beets Heart Chews.